got that experience of what does winning mean for the business? Have you started to see that impact? Did it show up earlier this year? Is this some stuff that's going to take some time to come to fruition? What's the experience?
For those of you who don't know, Dave was my direct boss for 19 years at Maple Leaf Sports, and my first season there, we were 16-66, and that was before we started Maple Leaf Sports and merged. And I think we owned our craft at being very good and understanding what to do when you're not good. It's much easier to walk into a team that's winning and be able to go and do 4 or 5 new deals because people want to come and find you. You look at the darling the Raptors have turned into. The inside of our seat and seat holder box says this year, it says, we were a basketball team playing in a baseball stadium in a hockey town, and now we're world champions. And it just talks, it hits a chord with everyone, because it talks about how long, we stuck in there. There were days when people said, how often do they tell us it's not going to work? So that basketball won't work in Canada. And you look at the way this entire country gravitated toward this team because of what they represented, how Canadian of a brand they actually were. It united all kinds of diversity and different people. Look at the parade photos at Maple Leaf Square. And I don't see a huge impact right now in partnerships on ROI. What we did, it's a retention play and a reward play. And what I mean by that is, we've had Coke with us ever since we've worked there. We've had Molson with us ever since we've worked there. We've had Scotia ever since. From day one, these people that stuck with us when we were 16-66. And we weren't great. And the Leafs, when jerseys were being thrown on the ice, all these people stuck with us. And about 5 years ago, I was on the same panel. Brian Cooper was the moderator, and Jackie and I were on the same one. And the Leafs were going through a hard time, and the Raptors were not very good. This was before We the North. We were still charging premium prices, and we believe in exclusivity and passion and avidity, and there's a whole theory around why partnerships work. And Brian Cooper had asked me, should you be giving money back? Winning matters. And I talked about the idea around amplification. Partnerships, because we do them exclusively, because there's only one Scotia in the world that can use that Leaf mark to make them better and different than any one of their competitors, what we're able to do as long as we listen and build strategic objectives together is worth what it's worth. And when we lose, some of the amplification dies and the reach doesn't get to where you want it to be. But we don't come back looking for a discount. And when we win, when everything gets blown out from 10 times, their first year as a naming rights partner, and I know John took a lot of heat, and I know Jackie did too, and when we sat in these rooms late at night, and there was tons of debate internally on their side, whether we should do this or not, to turn around in the first year. Did we promise them a championship in the first year? No, we did not. Does it amplify and reward and do things differently that we never could have put a price tag on, but we're not going back and looking for more money? We're so happy that we can deliver this and continue to work together. It reshapes our objectives. It reshapes what we're doing together in the marketplace, because now we have the learning on the brands and how we're going to go and attack what their next objectives are.